Yes, so welcome back to Connect Network TV on the WDCW channel 50. And as promised, we are here with Krystal, Vernee, owner of the business coaching, consulting, and brand strategy firm, Simply She. So welcome back, Krystal. We are so excited to have you back and to hear what you have to share with us today. I love your Instagram.
Hey,
Oh, thank you. Hi, ladies. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Good. So excited to have you back. Earlier, we talked about the importance of best friends as a support system. So I'd love to know, what are your thoughts on the types of support systems female entrepreneurs need to achieve success?
Absolutely. This is a great question. I think you ladies hit the nail on the head earlier in terms of having different types of friends and talking to them with different conversations. But I think there's like three support systems or three types of support that female entrepreneurs need in order to be successful in their business and also just really to get what they want out of life. The first is like a coaching, consulting, mentorship type of relationship. You need to hire coaches and consultants. They've already been where you're trying to go so that you can cut the time it's going to take to get there in your business in half or more. And coaches can help you deal with challenges, strategies, and just work towards your business goal. And then also seeking out mentorship, whether that's formal or informal. They can give you guys advice. And in my experience, they always seem to impart those words of wisdom exactly when you need them. Then I think we all need business besties. You need to get some business besties, people that understand what you're going through, understand the struggles. Never take for granted the opportunity to be around like-minded individuals. And this is honestly where I made the mistake early when starting my business. I surrounded myself with people that were dedicated to barely making it and keeping status quo. And so you may think it's not important or it's not having an effect on you, but it most certainly is, because you will be 100% of the 80% of the people you hang around. So just keep that in mind. And I think also family and personal support is important too as a female entrepreneur. While we need business besties, I also think we also just need friends who aren't necessarily in entrepreneurship, who just love you and support you and can just help you with things, whether that's to take a break, take a vacation, help getting things done around the house, help with your family. I think this is really important in terms of providing like emotional support to you as you start to build and grow your business. And I just want to take a moment too to say to all my women entrepreneurs that are perfectionists, that are super women, that are carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders, that don't trust anyone because you're afraid of being let down, or you feel you can only depend on yourself because that's the only way you've been able to get things done. Only depend on me, myself, and I. You're tired of disappointment. I see you and I hear you and I understand, but you have to let that go, because the moment I became intentional about putting a support system in place, not just saying I needed it and expecting those around me to kind of know and kind of get it and know how to help, but became intentional about delegating roles, positioning people accordingly to their strengths in my life. Not only did my business flourish, but my personal life flourished as well.
Okay, come on, somebody. I like that. Those are some really good tips. And I'm really curious, since you did mention the need for a mentor or a coach when you are an entrepreneur and a female, what was your story? Did you have a coach or mentor when you first started out?
Who? No. So when I first started, I did not. And honestly, I wish this would have been something I would have focused on a lot sooner. The trajectory of my business went from 0 to 100 when I hired a coach and then found other mentors along the way. Like, if you think about your business like a rocket, there are far more rockets on the ground than there are in space. And why is that? Because they're being built, they're being worked on. Most rockets never leave the ground because it's safer. They're less likely to be damaged, right? But when you hire a coach or a mentor, it's like adding boosters to your rocket or to your business. And once you reach a certain height, the boosters fall off. And if you do nothing from there, that means you're content with that cruising altitude. But if you want to reach the next level, you're going to need another boost. So what are you going to do? For me, I've learned I'm going to hire another coach or a mentor to help me get to that next level.
Krystal, you are preaching. I'm sorry. Listen, and let me just say, you said something in the very beginning, and I was trying to contain myself because I wanted to hear what you had to say, but you said you were hanging around people who were dedicated to the bare minimum. Do you understand? That hit me in my gut. Like, wow, you really have to pay attention to the average of the 5 people you hang around the most.
That is so powerful. I love the way you broke
that down. And I heard you mention something about a book. I know you do have a book in the works, something special for us women entrepreneurs.
I'm so excited for my new book. It's called The Brand Builder Blueprint: Shattering Barriers in Business and Beyond. And it came out on July 25th. So it's released to Amazon, and hard copies will be available soon. The Shattering Barriers in Business and Beyond is really about women breaking the glass ceiling in entrepreneurship and achieving things that we never thought possible. Now more than ever, women entrepreneurs are entering the game, right? But being in the game is not enough, because even the most mediocre of players will see some game time at some point. And we certainly weren't meant to be mediocre. Play it safe, play it small. So it's time we kill the game. And that's what I'm really conveying in my book.
Krystal, you are talking my language. Like, that is just too much awesomeness. And the way that you broke that down, like literally action item. Everybody make sure as soon as her book launches, you go pick it up. So thank you so much for being here. And guess what? We are women and we can have it all. Let me say it again. We can have it all. Okay, so please tell the viewers, where can they find you, Krystal?
Yes, you can connect with me on Instagram. I'm at I_simply_she. Also Facebook at I_simply_she. LinkedIn at Krystal Vernee. And you can visit my website at www.isimply_she.com.
I love that. I Simply She. So thank you again, Krystal. It has been such an honor. We absolutely love to get all your gems. And everyone that's watching, make sure you stay with us, because next we have London Knighton letting us know what's going on in the entertainment industry. You do not want to miss this. And finally, Terry is going to tell us about her trip to Philly, because it was not just any trip. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.